Hello everyone, this is host William. Welcome to our EB2 NIW, National Interest Waiver, Green Card Application Learning class. We will let you know detailed NIW Green Card application process, and step-by-step knowledge of how to get your US Green Card quickly. Before start the video, I hope the audience will give a thumbs up first, provide comments, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, to let the knowledge of US Green Card application spread to more immigrants, and let YouTube's algorithm recommends our videos to more viewers. For further and detailed information of US Green Card application, please visit our very helpful website greencardapply.com. Thank you. EB2 NIW is one of the three ideal options to apply for a US Green Card. Choosing labor certification is not the best strategy. The National Interest Waiver, or EB2 NIW, is an employment-based, second preference immigration application. It is so named because it asks that the otherwise required labor certification requirement be waived in the U.S. national interest. For applicants with an advanced degree, master's, or above, there are three ideal options to apply for a green card. These options are in different classifications of employment-based immigration, including 1. EB1A, aliens with extraordinary ability in science, art, and business. 2. EB1B, outstanding researchers and professors. 3. EB2 NIW, members of professions holding advanced degrees applying for a waiver of labor certification in national interest. The EB2 NIW visa is a subcategory of the EB2 category. An EB2 visa generally requires a job offer and labor certification, proving that no qualified U.S. workers are available for the position, while the EB2 NIW waives this requirement for individuals whose work has national importance or substantial merit. The National Interest Waiver is a special provision under the EB2 visa category that allows certain foreign nationals to bypass the traditional labor certification process and self-petition for a U.S. green card. Many talented scientists and researchers should have better chances when they apply for an attractive job position. However, oftentimes, they fail just because they do not have a U.S. green card. Some people with advanced degree do not know how to apply for U.S. green card in above three preferred immigration categories, but instead, these people apply for a labor certification, or called perm labor certification. However, choosing labor certification is not the best strategy for people who may qualify for one of the above three ideal immigration classifications. To qualify for EB2 NIW Green Card application, an alien applicant needs to demonstrate that his or her work is in the national interest of United States, and the alien applicant should have an advanced degree and have exceptional ability in sciences, arts, or business. The National Interest Waiver Green Card application can either be filed by an alien applicant as self-petition, or be sponsored by a U.S. employer. An alien applicant may also file additional green card applications in other categories, while a national interest waiver application is pending. The EB2 National Interest Waiver application is generally considered significantly better than a labor certification, because it allows individuals to bypass the labor certification process, meaning they do not need a job offer or employer sponsorship, providing greater flexibility and a potentially faster path to a green card, especially for those whose work is deemed to be of substantial national importance. Not having a prevailing wage requirement for NIW application is also good for applicants. It is beneficial because you can get the NIW approved much faster, and there is no need to be tied to one specific sponsoring employer, which allows for flexibility. There are many other benefits that come with applying for and receiving the EB2 NIW, including shorter processing times. Because the EB2 NIW eliminates the need for an employer to file a perm labor certification on your behalf, the EB2 NIW has a much shorter processing time than the other EB2 categories. Having a perm labor certification approved can take more than a year, according to the U.S. Department of Labor. There is also an option for premium processing, which means you can pay an additional fee when filing your EB2 NIW application to have your application reviewed within 15 business days. How to qualify for the EB2 National Interest Waiver Green Card application. The Immigration Act of 1990 created several employment-based immigration categories. It includes members of the professions holding advanced degrees and aliens of exceptional ability in the arts, sciences, or business. Popularly referred to as EB2, this category normally requires a permanent job offer and an approved labor certification. The EB2 immigrant visa category is for foreign professionals with advanced degrees, and is also for foreign individuals with exceptional ability in the sciences, arts, or business. The EB2 immigrant visa category generally requires a job offer and a labor certification issued by U.S. Department of Labor. The labor certification process is used to protect U.S. workers and the labor market in United States, by ensuring that alien workers seeking immigrant visa are not displacing qualified U.S. workers. The Immigration Act also created a means of avoiding these requirements, by including a provision for a national interest waiver of the requirement of a job offer and a labor certification. The national interest waiver applies to both subcategories of EB2, members of the professions holding advanced degrees and aliens of exceptional ability. Unlike most EB2 petitions, an NIW allows you to self-petition without a job offer from a U.S. employer. Since most scientists, researchers, international students, and university teachers have at least a master's degree, the waiver provision can be extremely beneficial to the academic community. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, also recognizes that a bachelor's degree plus 5 years of progressive work experience in the area of specialty is equivalent to an advanced degree. The statutory provision for the EB2 National Interest Waiver petition requires that the alien applicant will substantially benefit the national economy, cultural or educational interests, or welfare of the United States prospectively, because of the alien's exceptional ability in the sciences, arts, or business. The regulation defines exceptional ability in the sciences, arts, or business as having a degree of expertise significantly above that ordinarily encountered in the sciences, arts, or business. To establish eligibility for a national interest waiver, a petitioner must first demonstrate qualification for the underlying EB2 visa classification, as either an advanced degree professional or an individual of exceptional ability in the sciences, arts, or business. Because NIW Green Card application requires that the individual's services be sought by a U.S. employer, a separate showing is required to establish that a waiver of the job offer requirement is in the national interest. To qualify for a national interest waiver, you must first meet the requirements for an EB2 visa category, meaning you must have either an advanced degree or exceptional ability in your field, and then demonstrate that your proposed endeavor is of substantial merit and national importance, that you are well positioned to execute it, and that waiving the job offer requirement would be in the national interest, essentially proving your work will significantly benefit the United States without needing a sponsoring employer. To qualify for the EB2 National Interest Waiver Green Card application, you need to show 1. EB2 eligibility. You must first qualify for the EB2 visa category by having either an advanced degree, like a master's or PhD, or exceptional ability in your field, which can be proven through factors like publications, awards, licensing, and high salary. Immigrants who are members of the professions holding advanced degrees or their equivalent, or who because of their exceptional ability in the sciences, arts, or business. 2. National interest argument. You need to demonstrate that your work will significantly benefit the U.S., including providing evidence of the potential impact of your research, inventions, or projects on the national economy, healthcare, or other critical areas. You should substantially benefit prospectively the national economy, cultural or educational interests, or welfare of the United States. 3. Demonstrate your capabilities. Present strong evidence of your skills and achievements through documentation like publications, patents, research citations, awards, and letters of recommendation from experts in your field. You should work in the sciences, arts, professions, or business are sought by an employer in the United States. The important factors considered when USCIS evaluating an NIW petition include: A. The significance of your work. How important is your research or work to the U.S. national interest? B. Your expertise and qualifications. Do you have the necessary skills and experience to carry out your proposed endeavor? C. Potential impact on the U.S. How will your work contribute to the U.S. economy, healthcare, or other critical areas? Question and answer. Question: How to effectively organize the evidence accompanied with Form I-140 petition based on EB2 NIW application. To organize evidence for an NIW, National Interest Waiver, application, you should gather all relevant documents, categorize them based on the specific eligibility criteria, and present them in a clear, logical order with tabs and labels, ensuring each piece of evidence directly supports your claim of exceptional ability and national interest contribution. Also, to effectively organize evidence for a national interest waiver application, ensure all documents are clearly labeled, categorized by relevant criteria, like exceptional ability, national interest impact, and significant contributions, and presented in a logical order, typically including a detailed cover letter explaining how each piece of evidence supports your case and aligns with the NIW requirements. The key elements to include are: academic transcripts, publications with citation counts, awards, recommendation letters from experts in your field, memberships in professional organizations, and evidence of significant impact on your industry or research area. This includes using certified translations for foreign language documents and highlighting your name within publications or citations to make your work easily identifiable. The key points to consider when organizing NIW evidence include: 1. Categorize by criteria. Group documents based on the three main NIW criteria: exceptional ability, national interest, and substantial merit. 2. Clear labeling. Use tabs or dividers to separate sections and clearly label each document with a descriptive title and corresponding eligibility criteria. 3. Supporting narrative: write a detailed personal statement that connects each piece of evidence to your overall contributions and how they align with the national interest. You should follow the following tips for how to organize your NIW application evidence. 1. Provide all required documentation and evidence with the NIW application when filed. Form I-140 petitions may be denied without issuing a request for evidence, RFE, in the instances where the required evidence described in the instructions and regulations are not initially provided. If providing photocopies of documents, provide clear legible copies. 2. All foreign language documents must be submitted with a corresponding English translation. The English translation must be certified by a translator who is competent to translate and must verify in writing that the translation is true and accurate to the best of the translator's abilities. It is helpful if the English translation is stapled to the foreign language document. 3. If documenting the alien's publications or citations of the alien beneficiary's work, highlight the alien's name in the relevant articles. It is not necessary to send a full copy of a dissertation, thesis, or research paper written by the alien beneficiary, or one in which the alien beneficiary's work has been cited. Include the title page and the portions that cite the alien's work. 4. Tab and label the evidentiary exhibits at the bottom of the first page of each exhibit, and provide a list of the evidentiary exhibits and the eligibility criteria that each exhibit is submitted to establish for petitions supported by a substantial amount of documentation. An exhibit that is being provided to meet multiple eligibility criteria should be so identified in the exhibit list. The essential evidence to include in your NIW application include: 1. Academic credentials, diplomas, transcripts, and evidence of advanced degrees. 2. Professional experience, detailed resume highlighting key achievements, responsibilities, and career progression. 3. Publications and citations, copies of published works with evidence of citation counts, particularly from reputable journals. 4. Awards and honors, certificates and documentation of prestigious awards received in your field. 5. Letters of recommendation, strong letters from recognized experts in your field detailing your expertise and impact. 6. Presentations and conferences, documentation of presentations at major conferences, including abstracts and slides. 7. Patents and intellectual property, evidence of patents filed or awarded in your name. 8. Professional memberships and leadership roles, documentation of active memberships in relevant professional organizations and leadership positions held. 9. Employment verification, letters from previous and current employers confirming your job duties and accomplishments. Thank you for watching the video. We offer high-quality complete do-it-yourself packages for U.S. green card application and working visa application, and we provide many samples of reference letters, and samples of petition cover letters for U.S. immigration and green card application, and we also let you know the U.S. green card application process and how to get your green card quickly. If you want to apply for a U.S. green card, our website greencardapply.com and complete do-it-yourself packages can help you get green card quickly, even without an U.S. employer sponsorship, and bypass the labor certification process. I hope the audience will give us a thumbs up, provide comments, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, to let the knowledge of U.S. green card application spread to more immigrants, and let YouTube's algorithm recommends our videos to more viewers. For further and detailed information of U.S. green card application, please visit our website www.greencardapply.com. Thank you.